Yeah, here we are, Tuesday morning, July the 11th, 2023. Good morning. My name is Mike. I'm your host. This is Morning Coffee with TALTOA. Matter of fact, I was just getting ready to take a sip of that when the opening started. All right, we get together every Monday through Friday morning, 6 a.m. At least that's the plan. Spend a few minutes together talking about things transportation, be it freight broker agent, trucking, drivers, owner-operators, hot shots, whatever the case may be, talking about different types of freight, dry van, flatbed, refrigerated, whatever. And occasionally, we're going to be talking about stuff that has nothing to do with any of the above. And that seems to throw some people off sometimes. Yeah, we read the comments. Yeah, don't worry about it. Bring your coffee, sit down, let's spend a few minutes together and just talk about things. Anyway, what is going on? We are talking this week about working as a freight broker. Originally, when we started this series, the freight broker series, we thought, okay, a week. But now that we're getting into it more and more, yeah, it's going to be more than a week. It may take a month to get through all this. No timetable, but we're going to cover quite a bit of material. Now, I'm the lead consultant for TALTOA, as well as the host for Morning Coffee with TALTOA. If you'd like to check out our website, please do so. You'll find it at taltoa.com, TALTOA.com. We have training and consulting packages for freight brokers, freight broker agents, trucking companies. Yeah, you're not going to find anything that says, hey, trucking company right here. But generally, you're coming to our business simply to learn how to find your own loads, get your own customers. If you've been using a load board, you're giving up 10, 20, 25, 30% on each load. You're paying that to a broker. And there's nothing wrong with that. You just got to... You've just got to use a broker the way it is. A broker's a tool. Let me put it this way. And all of my clients, I'll tell them right up front, brokers are the most misused tool in transportation because a broker's not meant to be your dispatcher. And we'll get into that at another time about, okay, if you're wanting to have a dispatcher, yeah, matter of fact, here in the next 30, 45 days, we are going to be including how to be a dispatcher in our training. So get ready for that. Matter of fact, if you register for the training now, as soon as that training becomes available for dispatcher, it's going to be added to your package. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. If you are a trucking company, like I said, yeah, getting your own broker authority or becoming a broker agent, as far as that goes, you can do that for next to nothing. It's going to give you an additional stream of revenue, but the main thing is you're going to learn how to get your own customers. So, like I was saying, check out our website, taltoa.com. A lot of information here. Matter of fact, what we're going to be talking about today, you're going to find that in this video right here. We talked about that yesterday. How to become a freight broker. It's going to be talking about the whole 9 yards, but we're going to be discussing that somewhat today because I know some people will watch the video and, life happens. Yeah, we got the self-study, got the manual right here as well. Go to training and consulting once you come to our website, and you'll find all the packages. Now, these packages up here, they are pretty much designed for a freight brokerage because they include our standard 12-month consulting period for a freight broker. And I'll tell you right now, if you were to call and say, hey, we want your consulting, 12 months, our standard package, 12 months for a freight brokerage that is needing consulting, $1,200 a year. Yeah, $100 a month, but it's payable as an annual payment. $1,200 a year. So you see, for $300 more, you're getting training, and you're able to be in the mentorship program, and you can see the prices. But anyway, we drop down here. These are more designed for the agents down here. So just whatever, check it out. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. I'd be happy to answer any question you might have. 479-668-0838. Okay, to the topic at hand. Freight broker or freight broker agent. Where do you begin? Well, let's start with talking about, okay, you're dead set. You're ready to get your freight broker authority, start your own freight brokerage company. So today, let's talk about that, and next time, maybe we'll talk more about the agent. We'll discuss some of that today, but today let's focus on becoming a freight broker. First thing you will have to do is obtain your authority, your license to operate as a freight brokerage. Okay, that's generally called the certificate of authority. Now, where do you get that? Well, you can file for it on your own, but we generally don't recommend that for the simple reason, if you screw it up, you may have to spend extra money, and you don't need that headache. It's just going to delay the whole process. So we recommend getting a service to do that for you. The service that we generally send our clients to is getmyauthority.com. Yeah, here's a free plug for you, James. James is a good guy. All you got to do is come over here, click on the broker authority, and it'll tell you everything you need to do. Now, if you notice here, it's got the broker package or broker UCR package. You're going to want the broker UCR package. Bottom line, if you're starting a freight brokerage, a broker is required to have UCR. USDOT number, that's what the authority is going to give you. MC number, you're going to get that. Your BOC3, UCR. BOC3, what that is in a nutshell, it's a representative where all the legal paperwork goes. When I say legal, I'm talking about if you get sued. If you can say, if it goes to them, it's pretty much you've been sued, and that's in a nutshell. UCR, Unified Carrier Registration, all that's included. That's what you have to have. And if you look there, his price is $580. That's not a bad deal. Now, this is not all you're going to have to be have your own authority. You're going to need to get your $75,000 property broker surety bond. So, before you even spend this money, you need to go to, and we're using what's risk strategies now, but was known as JW Surety Bonds. You still go to their website, jwsuretybonds.com, free plug. Yeah, we've used them. Matter of fact, our broker operation has a bond through this company. But what you do, come to their website, scroll down, and you can get started. Get your quote. Get a quote for a bond. Before you spend the money to get your authority, you want to make sure you can get your bond. So you're going to come down here in this drop down. You're going to come down here and choose the BMC 84 Freight Broker Bond. Then fill out the other information, click the green button, get your quote. And generally within, I don't know, we'll give it 24 hours anyway, and you will have a quote. Then you can go back to getmyauthority.com, fill out the paperwork, submit it. Now, once you pay for the authority, all right, once you fill all that information out, get to my authority, they files it for you, you're going to start getting emails. Matter of fact, probably within a couple of hours, you're going to have your MC number. You're not licensed yet. You're not authorized to do business as a broker yet. You've got to wait for that authority to be issued. And it will be mailed to you. The FMCSA will mail it to you. It will be your license to operate as a freight brokerage. Now, what's going to happen is once you get that MC number, the DOT number, you will go back to your JW bonds. You're going to get a login for accessing your dashboard, for lack of a better term. You're going to log in, go to your account, and you are now going to type in the MC number that was assigned to you and the DOT number and any other information you might need. All right. What the bonding company is going to do, they will attach that bond to that MC number. Once that's done, everything's set. 21 days, you will have your authority. Give it another week for it to be mailed to you. Again, you cannot start your broker operation until you have that authority in your hand. Now, before you do any of this, start, or set up your corporation. Usually it's going to be an LLC. My recommendation, but do not do this as a sole proprietor. Do not do it as a sole proprietor. And if you already have a trucking company, you're getting your own authority, do not set up the brokerage under your trucking company's corporation. Keep them separate. Make the brokerage its own separate business, its own entity as its own corporation. The reason you want to do that, especially if you're a carrier, is it's going to separate the two businesses. So if something happens and maybe you get sued on the trucking side, well, they can't touch anything on the broker side and vice versa. See what I mean? It's kind of an umbrella there. Just keep the two apart, protect your assets. If you are an individual, you want to get that LLC because it protects your own personal property. See what I mean? Now, that's becoming a freight broker. What about freight broker agent? Freight broker agent is one contracted to a freight brokerage that has its own license to work under that license as an agent, independent contractor agent for that company. We'll talk more about that next time. That'll be coming up Thursday. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about the fuel and spot rate update. Thursday, freight broker agent. All right. Go have a great Tuesday, unless, of course, you've made other plans. We'll talk soon.